Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about Flow Designer, which is a new platform feature introduced as part of the Kingston release. In this video, I'll give a brief about what is this Flow Designer and we'll create a simple flow within ServiceNow to see the usage of this Flow Designer. So what exactly is this Flow Designer? So basically, you can use the Flow Designer to automate any business logic for a process or an application. You might already know there are other ways to automate the process within ServiceNow, like the workflows or the business rules. But Flow Designer makes it more simpler and you don't have to do any kind of scripting to automate any business process. Let's take a scenario. Consider that if any incident created of a higher critical priority and of category network, then the business processes in such a way that it should automatically create a problem ticket. So this is a business process. So we can automate this business process using the Flow Designer. Let's see and build this business process automation using the Flow Designer. So I'm currently on my personal developer instance, which is of Kingston version. Let me open the Flow Designer. So you can access the designer to create the flow from this particular module, which is under the Flow Designer. So when you click on this designer module, it will take you to this particular page, and this is where you create the flows. So let's go ahead and create a flow to implement the scenario we talked about. So when I click on a new flow, it'll ask you to provide a name. Let's say create problem from incident, and then go ahead and submit it. So there are two basic steps in creating a flow. The first thing is the trigger and second thing is an action. In comparison to the scenario we talked about, the trigger is the incident creation where the incident is created with the priority critical and category network. So let's go ahead and create that trigger. So what is the trigger for me? It's a creation of an incident. So I'm selecting that the table is incident, and what is the action? It is a creation, and I need to add a condition to state the priority has to be critical and the category has to be network. So I'm done with creating the trigger action. Let's go ahead and give done. So now I have created the trigger, and now you need to define in the flow what should be the action to be taken on this trigger. In our case, a problem ticket has to be created. So let's go ahead and create an action. So what I need to do, I need to create a record. So create record on which table? Problem. So I've specified the action as creation of a problem ticket. Also, I can specify what values we can put in the problem while creating the problem ticket. Say for example, I need to map the short description of the problem with the short description of the incident. So I've selected the short description, and in the mapping section I can give a text. This text would be passed to the problem, or I can select the incident short description from the data section on this side. So here you can see incident record, and I can choose short description and then just drag and drop it here. So what does it mean? Whatever is the short description mentioned in the incident would be passed to the short description of the problem. Let's go ahead and done this. So I have created a simple flow to automate the process of creating a problem from incident based on some condition. Let's go ahead and save it. You can test this as well, but let's go ahead and save this and then activate and see how does it work. And again, once you save, you need to activate it. Unless you activate it, this flow will not get triggered. So let's go ahead and activate it. So I have activated. So let's go back and create an incident with the conditions we have mentioned. Let's fill all the details. Let's select the caller. And the main thing is the category has to be network. And let's choose both impact and urgency as high so that priority will be critical. And then so I'm giving a short description. We need to see if this short description is getting carried forward to the problem ticket. Just putting introduction to wheel designer. Okay, so now I have all the information. Let me go ahead and save this. So the incident is saved. So as per the flow we created, there should be a problem created because the trigger condition is met. Let's go and see the problem. Okay, you can see straight away, see from this short description, there is a new problem created. And this problem has the same short description which we provided on the incident. So this is a very simple automation which we did for a business process to create a problem from an incident. But the flow designer has much more capabilities and do any kind of automation on a business process or a logic. So this is just a brief introduction of what this flow designer is to give an idea about it.